So PBM's been part of my life for as long as I can remember, really, from a young child. Um, we spent every summer on the beach going to PBM for the fortnight. I remember my friend Emily and I used to make it into like a massive big thing the whole 2 weeks. We used to camp in the garden the entire fortnight. And the night before a sandcastle competition, we'd be there planning out exactly what we were going to do, exactly what we needed. We'd have the etch a sketch out, drawing what we were going to do. So much thought went into our sandcastles. Hunt the Team was another massive highlight. Used to absolutely love Hunt the Team, where the team members were hidden across the beach, and prior to that across the town. And you had to find the team member to find out who you'd need to find next. I'm Donald Duck. You need to find Mickey Mouse. Used to absolutely love Hunt the Team. And of course, Castle Sports on a Wednesday afternoon when we'd all walk over together to the castle. Absolutely, yeah, brilliant memories. I also remember when I was a child, we used to be set like a challenge over the lunchtime, over like the 2.5 hours at lunchtime. And I remember once we'd learnt about the story of the Jesus healing the paralysed man, and where he comes through the hole in the roof. And I remember making like a house with a flap in the roof and everything. I can't believe how much we used to be able to get done in a lunchtime. I'm lucky if I feed my children now. One of my strongest memories from PBM is one day we were all listening to a story that Michael was telling us. Michael used to get really enthusiastic about his stories, and we were all sitting listening away, and then all of a sudden somebody stood up and shouted, "Shark!" And there was a shark in the bay, really quite close in. And of course, everybody just ran to the water's edge to watch this shark. Just left poor Michael standing there by himself when he was so enthusiastic about his story. So I then also moved on to, I was actually in the team. I think it was 97 and 98. And so that gave me a totally different view of PBM, and working with the children, sharing the word of God was just absolutely fantastic. Also seeing the other really fun side to the PBM team. Who knew kippers could be hidden in so many places? I then moved away from the church for several years, but PBM was the sort of one constant in my life, and every year I would make sure that I would come down to the prom and see what was going on, see who was over. And then, of course, I had my own family and started bringing them along from when they were babies, and they absolutely adore PBM as well. I think the big thing about the PBM team as well is that they're not just people that come over for 2 weeks of the year. You know, they're like family to us, and we can't wait for them to come over every year. Best 2 weeks of the year.
I knew Michael from when I was very young. I would get taken down to Beach Mission in my pram. I grew up in Athol Street, in a house opposite where the PBM would stay, and every year I would eagerly await their arrival. My early childhood memories of Michael would be his willingness to just get stuck in on the beach with all the challenges and games that would be going on, his passion for all the songs that would be sung, especially Lonesome Cowboy and Wide, Wide as the Ocean, where he would rock the baby rather over enthusiastically. Even from an early age, I was aware of his incredible storytelling ability. He was able to hold the attention of children of all ages, which was a talent he still possessed and was showing right up until the last year he was here. When Michael would be speaking, you could look around and not only see like all the children on the shore listening to him, but there would be parents, grandparents, passers-by would all stop and listen to him just while he was speaking. when my own children started going to beach mission, I would sit and chat to Michael. We could be sitting sunning ourselves on the shore, or we could be huddled together on a bench whilst a freezing cold north wind blew in across the bay. But whatever the weather was, I just loved listening to him talk. He would talk about his family. You could see how proud he was of all of them and the love he had for all of them. We would talk about his garden, his and Pam's holidays, his mosquitoes, his childhood. He would tell me the stories of when he first started coming over to the island, when he was part of the UBM, and the rather dubious methods of transport they used to get around the island, before he obviously started set up the Peel Beach mission 60 years ago. We as a family were lucky enough to spend time with them when they were over, not just for PBM as well. We would go for meals with them. I visited them at their house, his and Pam's house, and was able to have a wander around his lovely garden. If our boys were playing cricket matches over here, sometimes he'd go and watch the odd cricket match, and also TT week he would pop in for a cup of tea if he was over watching the races. So we as a family are going to miss him a lot, but we are very grateful for the memories we have, and we all feel very privileged that we were able to know such a great, wonderful, kind man.
Hello everyone. Firstly, congratulations to PBM for 60 years coming to Peel and ministry here. And just to say that it's been a huge part of my life. Well, for 60 years. I was 4 when our brother brought us down the first time. And I think I've been nearly every year since. I missed one in New Zealand, but trying to get back from North Wales for it, just for a few days. So it's a huge part of my Christian formation, where I came to know Jesus. And it was a real privilege to get to know Pam and Michael and to be invited to be on the team for over 30 years. Ministries take me in different directions now, but it's great to see new team members and older team members, those who've been coming years, and just say thank you, continue the work in Peel. It means an awful lot to the people of Peel, as you see by the grandmas, granddads coming down with the grandchildren. So thank you and God bless.
PBM has always been a huge part of my life growing up and continues to be so now, and we love the team and everything that they do. I used to really enjoy being in Rose's concert singing, where we'd get a choir together to sing Disney songs and different things, which was always so much fun. And also, of course, the water balloon quiz where we got to soak our favourite lead.
Going to the PBM has been such a blessing. Every summer looking forward to those 2 weeks filled with fun and life and learning and just spending time with the most amazing people. Aside from being on the beach every day, a huge highlight has to be the quiz evenings when everybody is just brought together and is able to just have such a laugh and such a great time all together.